What are you doing here? You never do these live lessons. What are you doing here?
That is scandalous. I'm on all of these
Unbelievable.
things. Go on. Hey, Happy New Year. Blwyddyn newydd that, Dom. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. Hello, stranger. Where have you been?
I've had a lovely 2 weeks off. Working hard, whilst the schools have been off.
Working. Let's say working.
Working, yeah.
Working hard. Anyway, enough of this nonsense. Enough of this internal banter. What's going on? What are we here for?
Well, it's New Year's resolutions. Special live lesson today. It's the first one back of 2025. So get your shout outs in, guys. Get your comments in, whether you are on YouTube or if you're putting your comments on StreamYard, or just to stress him out, why not reply to Dom's email with the links, and Dom will put them up on the screen for us there.
Hey, look at this.
First in.
It'd have to be first, wouldn't it? Yes. Here he is, the man of the moment. Temple Patrick Primary, Mr. Alcorn. Yes, we've all been here since 1968. 1968? There's no way he's been here since 1968. That's not even possible. He looks like a newborn baby.
Yes, welcome to you guys from Temple Patrick. And get your shout outs in. Now, you may have noticed we got a little graphic down here.
Yes.
Just to let you know, guys, that Adobe are running a film festival this year. Across all of the UK. So if you'd like to take part in a film competition and have some help along the way with some tutorials and some guidance, then get along to bit.ly/filmfest25. That's for the teachers. Teachers, get over to filmfest25 and you can register your interest there. And as and when we add more tutorials, then you will be emailed with information on that. So if you're interested
Fantastic.
in that, get over there.
Let's have another one.
Yes.
Yeah, there's another one. Mr. Roger Bird, this year 5 and 6 class, Queensberry Community Primary, I think, or County Primary, Flintshire County Primary, Flintshire. Welcome to you guys. Look at this. We got them all coming in there. Hello, both again from Bettus. Yeah.
Bettus. Yeah.
Bettus Primary School, Bridgend. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Oh, look at that. He's the man with the graphics today. He's all over them. Right. Let's try and get all of these done before 5 minutes is up. Do you think that you're up for this challenge? Can that be one of your New Year's resolutions? Please, Mr. Jones.
Well, if you stop talking, yeah. Right. Okay, so
Number one.
Three of the golden rules. If we're going too fast, pause us if you want. I'm going to be on the iPad. Dom's going to be on the browser, so you're going to see everything twice. But if we're still going too fast, then just pause us and catch up when it suits you. Number 2, Dom.
Yeah, exactly. Claim your certificate. Ooh, that means I've got to do it. That's one of the things I've forgotten. I need to put the certificate, but by 4 o'clock, there will be a certificate, and you will get an email to say, hey, check out your certificate. And it'll be there, and you can download that and give it out and write people's names on or not, however you want to do, digitally, in print, it's all there. Number 3, go.
Well, on the challenge page today, which is on the scrolly at the bottom there, there's information about our Express School challenges. So if you complete 3 Express School challenges, you will win a whole school pizza party and an Adobe Digital Leaders School Award. So to get those 3 points, you need to complete 3 Express School challenges. And every time you complete 1 Express School challenge, you'll also get a boatload of swag delivered to the school. So on the challenge page, teachers, there's a link there you can click on for more information about how to take part in the Express School Challenge. Okay,
amazing.
Let's have a look at the challenge page then, Dom. Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Alcorn. We love your accent, Meredith. Hope you're not faking it like you're a woman in The Traitors. I haven't seen The Traitors.
You're a woman in The Traitors. That's how he said it. It's not. It's not faked at all.
No. This is it toned down, to be honest. This is it.
And I can answer this one for you. Best song you can play is Chopsticks. There you go.
I used to hate Chopsticks. Yeah. I used to work as a classroom music teacher years ago, and Chopsticks used to ring out on the keyboards on a daily basis. Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look at what we're doing today. So I've got this up on the screen. 2025 New Year's resolutions. Bit.ly New Year Express, QR code for our iPad friends. Click that and you can go see the Express School challenges. Now they work. Challenge number 1, a resolution poster. Choose a handful of New Year's resolutions that you can challenge yourself to complete. I've got 7 on here, but I'm going to say, if you can get 4, amazing. That's your job done. Simple icons, simple backgrounds, make the icon stand out. Choose a background for your whole project. Make sure the fonts are readable and large enough to be clear to the reader. So making sure that it's accessible to all is definitely a good idea. And then challenge number 2, we're going to take that challenge number 1 and we're going to videoify it.
Yes, that's a word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Videoify.
Just made it up. Videoify. We might do some animation animate from audio, voiceover, animated text, background music. I think, I don't know what I'm going to search for background music, but we'll see. We'll see. Could be something completely new. And if you scroll down, the Express School Challenge and how that works is down there. So no need to ask us any questions because you can see it right here. 3, 2, 1, boom. Damn it. Didn't do it. Okay. Never mind. Oh, it just came up. Never mind. Okay. Right. Shall we get on with the challenge?
Yes, I'm just waiting for you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fine. Share this tab instead. Mr. Jones is going to keep me honest, making sure that I'm sharing my screen at the right times. And we're going to go to, we could go to Creative Graphic. Yeah, let's go to Creative Graphic. Big green one up here. Let's do that. Slightly longer than your average poster. Get rid of all of these things. Don't need any of that. You could resize it if you want, and you could go to poster. In fact, I'm going to do that because it just shows you how to do it. Why not? Resize, boom, makes it a little bit wider. I don't know if you saw that, but it was a classic move. I know. And then what's the first thing we're going to do?
You're going to name your project, of course. Otherwise, Mr. Olcon's going to be shouting at us.
I know, exactly. I wonder if he's still got that studentship with the beady eyes, always getting us. Is it New Year or New Year's resolutions?
Yes.
Resolution. I think it's New Year resolutions.
It is one of those.
New Year resolutions. There you go. Oh, I've already got a document called that. I'm going to put NY resolutions. There you go. Just because I've been practicing.
Well, our actual
I'm a top pro.
Our actual live lesson title has got the apostrophe S in it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, well, I mixed and matched to make sure that Mr. Olcom was happy and everybody else. I mean, there you go. Right, enough waffle. Let's go. What should we do first? Well, I'm going to say we're going to go down to elements first. I'm going to say we're going to go into backgrounds. You can see backgrounds here on the scrolly, but it's that one there. Search backgrounds. Now, you might be thinking, you might be like quick on the trigger and you'd be like, ooh, featured free, view all. Ooh, these look nice. But the only problem with these is it's not going to make it very legible. What does legible mean, Mr. Jones? Easy to read.
There you go. So search background, I'm going to put paper in. Now, you can do any of these, I suppose. Now, if we were going to try and replicate the kind of state that Mr. Jones took his things from school home in, we might do something like that. Scrunched up in his bag or in his pocket. And he gets home and it's like your mum's like, what's this about? This is terrible. Or you could go for a line thing. I mean, oof, I don't know what that is. Papyrus.
Corrugated card.
Yeah, I know. That one's quite good. I quite like this one, actually. I'm going to do this one. And I've done that. And then I'm just going to go over to text over here. Add your text. You can see down the left-hand side is where you get all the goodness. Add your text. And then New Year resolutions. Okay. Now, before Mr. Jones gets heart palpitations, let's do stuff to this text. So I'm going to pop it right there. Well, do you know what? What I found recently, let me just adjust my box, is that sometimes the alignment tools can really throw you off. Or maybe they throw me off. Maybe I should speak from I. Because sometimes it looks like it's censored, but it's actually not. Anyway, interesting facts all done. Let's go to recommended fonts. And let's choose something funky, something we really like. That's not bad. That's not bad. We could also, if you drop down here, you get to see them all. And it is quite small on the left-hand side, but you can actually see what they all look like. Yeah, I'm resisting the temptation to say I'm doing a Jones. There we go. New Year resolutions, that'll do. Maybe because this is a sort of an example of how Mr. Jones would do stuff. I'm probably going to put it on a slight angle because he never writes on a straight line.
Lovely.
So there you go. 2. There you go. New Year resolutions. Hey, get us to that, Mr. Jones, if you can.
Oh, right.
Not guarantees.
Chomping at the bit here to have my shot, you know? Have my shot at glory. Right, there's the challenge page. Let's jump over to Express. Right, so on the Express homepage, we're going to do create a graphic. Okay, that's the green tile. And Dom started us off with a background. I'll name my project in a bit. It's just boring. And then I'm going to search
Flagrant disobedience.
No, it's boring.
So they said on your report card every year.
It does. I find that tedious. Right. Backgrounds, and then we can just click on them. It'll try it out for us. That's the same one that you put that.
Yeah. Don't do the same thing. Do different things.
It's obviously calling to us, this piece of card, so I'm going to use it. Right. So I'm going to go with that. And then we can add some text. So text, add your text. And I'm going to do 2025 resolutions, like that.
Oh, yeah.
As my title. Now then, as a font, I found a really funny font earlier called Bagel.
Bagel?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's not there.
Gotcha.
I'll just search for it. So you can just type in here B-A-G.
What's your favourite bagel?
Oh, just something that usually would be in a sandwich, you know, like cheese and ham.
Come on.
Cheese and ham and, you know, bit of...
Of all the bagels in all the world, you chose cheese and ham.
Yeah, what is just yours then?
Come on, it's got to be smoked salmon and cream cheese, obviously.
Avocado.
With thinly sliced Roma tomato.
No, I like... No. Yeah, something like cheese, ham...
Cheese and ham.
Maybe some pickle in there as well. Love a bit of pickle.
Bit of pineapple.
Right. No, no pineapple. No. Come on, behave. Right. So I'm gonna put a dynamic text there on that.
Nice. You smashed that. That's great.
And then I'm going to reduce my line spacing just to bring that resolutions up. There we go, like that. And my final act will be to name this.
Right. Oh, great. You've got your keyboard music on. Love it.
Yeah, resolutions 2025, and I am saved. So back to you, Mr. Trainer.
Well, thank the heavens for that. Right. So let's say New Year resolutions. What I might do is I could select it, and then you can see here, just going in there, and whoa, duplicates. Wow, what's gone on here? All sorts of madness. There we go. And I duplicated it just using the 3 dots here, just to duplicate. I was trying to zoom in to make it all better for you, everyone. But and then I put Dom Trainer. And then I will do this one straight, but only just put that in the middle. You see, I've got my alignment tool. That's a joy. Right. So now that you've done that, it's about coming up with, let's say 4. Let's do 4 for the team. Right, it's coming up with like 4 resolutions that you can put on there. I'm going to keep it really simple because I imagine your Express fingers are a little rusty over the Christmas period. They got a little rusty. So what I'm going to do is go to icons. Now, what am I going to do for my New Year's resolutions? Right, I think the first thing that my wife wants me to do is I'll go for food. Ooh, nice. Now, what we're looking for, or you could go for cooking. Just kuchwille. Go for cooking. And yeah, something like that. I think my wife wants me to do something other than a risotto, which is my signature dish. But I think she wants me to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to put that one in there. Next one is going to be...
you could do a paella, Dom.
A paella. Not a paella. Paella. Don't give me paella, pal. I'll paella you in a second. Right. And then what I'll do is I'm going to put a little timer on here. This one's just a little secret. I'll reveal all later. What else should I do? He knows what it is already. I know he does. And then I'm going to go for, what is my next icon going to be? It's going to be a telephone. Telephone. Do you remember these ones? You're too young. You're
No, I
too young.
remember-
Do you know
I
what?
remember.
Only me and Mr. Alcorn can remember this.
Yep.
You don't even know what that is, do you?
Yeah,
It's
we
not
had
a video player. It's not a video player. It's not a console. It's
a
not any of
Betamax.
those things. It's a Betamax. It's actually an original toenail clipper. And then my last one is going to be, this is one I was thinking about last night. I went for a walk last night to clear my mind. And let's go for music. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, this is the one I want. This one down here. So I've got my icons. Should I give you a little rundown of what they are?
Yes, please.
Please, he says. Oh dear. So the first one's cooking. My wife wants me to learn how to cook something new. I mean, I can. I'm just lazy. And then this one is, I promise that I will make sure that I keep Meredith Jones on time this year. And the first challenge will always end before 40 minutes.
It's not my fault.
He says that. There's no control over his own time. He has no control. And then this one, what do you think this one is?
Keep in touch with family and friends.
Yes. Ring me mum and dad more. I mean, me mum and dad, as you'd say, me mum and dad.
Yeah.
Or if you're in Northern Ireland, do you know what you would say?
Mada.
No. Mommy and daddy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, mommy and daddy. Like grown men say mommy and daddy. And I'm like, wow, cool. I like it.
Yeah.
So they're my 4. What are your 4 going to be, Jones?
Well, you're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, well, that's what we're all waiting for.
Because I haven't decided yet. Right, let's get my name underneath that title. So let's just go text on the left, add your text, blue dot, and let's just pop my name in here. There we go. And I've got a new font that I like that I found earlier.
Pen Bluid Happus.
Yeah.
Pen Bluid Happus to Dylan in Oak class at Bettis Primary 11 today. Woo!
Oh,
get in there, Dylan. Back of the net. Catch yourself on. Love it.
I got a new favorite font, which is called Time Machine. So I'm gonna just find that. Time Machine. There we go. Cool little font.
Oh, nice. That's nice. The D's are good.
Yeah. So that's gonna be my kind of light font that I use to explain all of my resolutions. So now it's time to go hunting for icons. So I'm gonna go to Elements, and I'm gonna go all the way over to Icons.
What did you how do you get that section up? What's it called again?
Elements.
Elements, right? Got you.
Elements. Yes. Elements. Yes. What do you call it?
Elements.
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 They're all E's, so it's elements.
It's so lyrical. Elements.
Yeah. Because it's not elements with a U.
Come on, Jones. Come on, Jones. We're trying to get under 40 minutes here. Come on.
It's your fault. Right. So I'm going to search for piano because although it's right there behind me, I need to take more time to practice.
Get on it.
Just play the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to whack that on there. Right.
When you were searching there was one that I thought that would be good for you.
Yeah.
It came up on it was yogging.
Yes. No, then. Yeah. Yogging. Yeah. So I'm going to look for jogging. Yeah. Because I do play football on a Monday night, but other than that, I don't do anything all week. So I'm going to grab.
Does walking football count though?
No. So fortunately, that's not the type of football I do. So that's absolutely fine. So I need to do something else in the week rather than just play football on a Monday night. All right. That's that. And then I need another one. So I need to eat more fruit. I like my veg, but I don't eat that much fruit. And I don't know why, because I like fruit.
His veg. He absolutely loves his veg.
I do. Love it. My veg, see? But, there we go. So I'm going to put a pineapple on there. Just remember it on. There we go.
Oh, God, that's brilliant.
Right, and then my next one is gonna be, if I'm gonna search for desk. Yeah, I want to keep my desk neat and tidy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you should do more work. I was really happy, but then
No, 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 no. Come
it's
on.
all right. I'll keep doing it.
No,
For you.
it's
It's
important
fine.
for resolutions to be things that you can actually do. All right, so you need to need to make them realistic goals. So I just want to keep it more neat and tidy. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Okay. You're there. Right. Okay. Mine reminds me of the Beano. I don't know why it reminds me of the Beano, but it does. Right. Okay. What am I going to do here? I need to put some text in. So let's go back to text. Now, I think I need to add some text, but I don't want it to be the same as the ones above. Because what I've done on my title is I've made that all capitals, uppercase. Dom Trainer is lowercase. But now I think I need a new text instead of this Fuzzy Bubbles one. Fuzzy Bubbles, great text. I really like it. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? I wonder if I can do like a handwriting.
Tell you a good one. If you want a free font off me, it's called a Mamelon. Mamelon.
Okay, Mamelon it is. Oh, it's just going round and round. Oh, there we go. Okay, cook something new. That's my first one. Right. So if I pop this up here, oh no, got a real problem going on here. Got a real problem. My text is disappearing off the corner. This is no good. Hello. Yeah. That's a pro tip. That's a pro tip.
He's bringing the skills.
I am bringing the skills. You see what I did there? Just use my text box. Because you could have it on one line, 2 lines, 3 lines. I'm a triple line, Dom. That's what it's called. Right. And then 3 dots, duplicate. You actually say duplicate, don't you?
Yeah, that's what the word is.
Not duplicate.
Duplicate.
Right.
What?
Keep me ready on time.
I don't understand the question. Do I say duplicate? Yeah.
Did you say duplicate or duplicate?
Oh, yeah. I started off with a D because it starts with a D. So duplicate.
Yeah.
You started with a J or something, did you?
You were leading us on a merry dance. Keep me ready on time. And then here.
I tell you what, that is scandalous. I can't believe.
He's going to report me to HR. That's what he's going to do. He's going to get the union involved. And then I'm just moving things around. What you'll see is just high level skills again. But I'm just moving things around to make sure that we've got enough space. Keep me ready on time. This one is going to be listen. That would be listen in Welsh. Listen to new music.
Listen to me.
There we go. Listen to your band. You've got a band, haven't you?
Oh yes, nothing. Oh look,
it's the
Mr. Cunt says duplicate.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I'd better give it a rest. I didn't want to sort of duplicate. And then this one, I think, listen to new music and ring, and then this one is going to be duplicate. I'll put ring, mommy, and daddy more. There we go. Pop that in there. Do you know what? This has been quite fortuitous, serendipitous. There's a good word for you. What I'll do is I'll put this so it kind of wraps around this one a little bit more. There you go. Lovely. I'll probably completely change that by the time we come back to this. What on earth is going on in the background there?
Yeah, I don't know. Hang on, somebody's making a racket at my gate. Let me go and see what's going on.
Can you believe he's got the audacity to do that in the middle of a live lesson? That is absolutely unbelievable. You see, guys, this is the kind of nonsense I put up with on a daily basis. And quite frankly, I've had enough. I've just had enough. Right. So there we go. Done all my text. Meredith will come back and do some text in a bit whenever he decides like he thinks he needs to work again. I don't know when that will be, to be perfectly honest. Whoa. So in the meantime, I'm gonna. It sounds like there's a carnival happening in this house. So there we go. That's how you just move things around and all the rest of it. Blimey, what is the noise going on there? And then what I'm going to do here is, and he can catch up later. So if you're still doing your text, don't worry. I'm just going to move on to the next step, which is going to be shapes. And then I'm going to put circles in here. I'm going to put circles. Now, it goes in automatically as a black circle. That's okay. It's not what we want, though. So we're going to click it. And then I'm going to go to my fill. And then I could go to more colors down here. This is a good place to be. So why not? Let's go for like a sort of bright pink here. This looks great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start popping these. They don't have to be in a perfect position at all. They do not have to be in a perfect position. They're just going to go on top of things. Okay. And I know that's not what we're going to do going forward, but just let's duplicate them. Meredith, while I was holding the fort, it sounded like you just been invaded by a merry band of Morris dancers. What was going on?
I was. Oh, that was the most insane thing that's happened to me.
Were they actually Morris dancers?
Somebody escaped from the NHS building that's kind of down the road and broke into my back garden, which is through a locked gate, and came into my house through the back door, which was unlocked.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking at all. And I've just kind of took him out the front door, and all of the staff were chasing him through the back garden, and they've all just come through my house and back out through the front door.
Oh, we need a debrief on this. This is too much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is the craziest thing that's ever happened in this house. That was.
Okay. Right. Let's get back on track. All I'm doing is putting circles in here, changing the colors on them by duplicating them. And you might look at that and go, well, that is just mental. Why would you do that? But what we're going to do here is, well, actually, we can do it by right-clicking on any of these, or 3 dots, center back. Right-click on that, or the 3 dots, center back. Right, click on it, center back. Click on it, send to back. And look at that. We've got some style going on here. Meredith, this is your introduction to style.
Yes.
I don't know whether you know what that's about, but that's what you're looking at. Just so you know.
Yes,
there you go.
Excellent.
Right. Compose yourself and get back on track.
I'm here. I'm a little,
Let me remind you. You're on an Adobe Express Live lesson.
Yes.
And right now, you've got to add some text boxes.
Yes.
That's your first thing. Yeah. Add some text boxes.
So I want these text boxes to echo this font that I had, which is called Time Machine. And if I had one of those, I'd go back in time and lock my back door. So I'm going to duplicate this text box by clicking on the 3 dots. Duplicate. Oh, goodness me.
This is gonna have to go on a sizzle reel.
Right. This is play the piano. Just more of it, basically. Right, there we go. I got to center this up. I can't have it left aligned like that. So I just used the alignment button there. So stop doing that all the time, please. There we go. And I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate. Pop it over there. 3 dots. Duplicate. Pop that down there. 3 dots. Duplicate. Pop this over here. And then I tell you what, I'll change all those text boxes because you know how to replace text in the text box. So you just tap in there and change it. So
I showed them that showed them all that while you decided not to work.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
yes,
don't worry.
Yeah. So then, well, if I'd have just sat you.
I showed them this as well. I showed them this. I did a circle. That's what I did. I did it while you decided not to work.
I'm doing it.
When you weren't working, I did it. I
tell you, if I hadn't left, that guy would have come in here and said hello to you all. So it's lucky I
did. Oh, no. We actually ruined it. So you just put a circle in, a solid circle.
Yeah.
None of this messing around with fills and stuff like that.
Shall I do this? Or are you going to narrate my life for me here?
Wondering whether you're back. Just wondering if you're back.
So under elements, shapes, have a quick scroll through the circles because you're looking for that solid one. It's easier. So just tap on that. It's going to throw it in and it's going to be maybe a color you don't want. Now, I quite like the fact, I think on DOMs I saw it as well, that they're not kind of perfectly centered on your icons, so they're like a little bit off center. I think that's really cool.
Hang on a minute, that was intentional.
All right, sorry. Yeah,
That was
yeah,
intentional.
I like kind of having that a bit off centered, a bit like that. It's quite cool. Right, and then once you got your first one done, what I'm going to do is I changed the color. Maybe you saw that going over to fill, change the color. Now with that one, I'm going to 3 dots center back, and then straight away I'm going to hit duplicate. Okay, bring it over to here, and again I'm going.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Off center kind of look, and then I'm going to just change the color of the fill. Hit duplicate, drag. Oop. It didn't do it.
Yeah, because if you send it to back and then duplicate, it will always be at the back. That's a good tip.
Yeah. And then there's my new one. 3 dots. Sorry, not 3 dots. Go over there.
Come on, go for a radical color. Go for something radical.
Yes.
Come on. Come on.
There we go. Is that radical enough for you?
Yeah, that's radical. That's good.
There we go. All right.
Good.
So that's done.
Would you call that a coral pink or a coral red?
Yes. Yeah. Either one of those is what I would call it. Absolutely.
Yeah, nice. Well, I mean, look at me. We're 31 minutes in. This is how it's done. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe I'll just what I might do is I might just throw one more in. So, do you know why I want to do that though? This is going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
If you've done all that work and you're like, well, I'm ahead of the pack here, I could do more. I've got another one to do. This is what you can do, especially on the browser, in fact, but in the iPad, a little more tricky. But you can click off your screen here.
Should we go to your
hold
screen?
It down.
Hang on. There we go.
Oh, what? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, I'm going to show you how to just do it all really quickly. Look, you can click off, and I'm starting to drag on all these pieces here. And then you could group them, but I don't need to. I'm going to go to the 3 dots, duplicate, bring it all down. Now this is a little large, so I'm just going to put it all down there. You can do the same for these. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. And then I could make a little space by shuffling these up a little bit. There's a little bit of variety on size. We're just practicing this technique of clicking your mouse down, dragging it over your trackpad, and then you can get a whole load of things which you can change. And then here you can do things like, what else would I do? Do you know what? I've been thinking about that. I need to meditate daily. Because, it can be quite stressful working with Meredith Jones, if I'm not honest. It really can. You saw it firsthand, and I've been telling everyone for ages, this is really stressful. Actually, I'm going to have to delete that because you can't replace icons. I'm going to put meditate. Yes, the mind, body, and soul coming together. There we go. Put it in there. Bish, bash, bosh. And then you can just select your yellow thing at the back, change the fill. Oh, radical. Let's go radical. Let's go radical. A coral pink or red. Yeah, nice. Look at that. Maybe that circle needs to be a little bit bigger. There we go. Just bleeds into the text as well. It's a pretty nice little technique I've done there. Great. So there we go. I'm all done on this one. Do you want to show them how to select multiple on yours?
Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. So selecting multiple, we can't drag on the iPad. So if you want to select multiple, basically what you need is just to pick one of the things that you're going to want to select. So for example, this play the piano. Let's just choose that piano icon. And then 3 dots. And then you can see that the third option there is select multiple. Okay, so I'm going to tap on that. And then I can choose the circle behind and then the text itself. And then, did you group yours then? Yeah.
No, I didn't actually. I just I duplicated them all because grouping can sometimes.
Yeah, there's no point.
Be a bit
if
fiddly.
you're gonna be changing stuff, you don't really want to group. Well, you could, but it's, So then duplicate, and there we go. There's my new set there that I'm now going to delete because I haven't got room for it. There we go.
There you go. Right. Okay. So now that's done, let's go back to the main stage here and Yeah. So what I'm gonna do here is, I can move this across, selecting them all. If I want to have a little bit more balance, I can do that. And then you can download these. You can see the download button is up here. The tray with the down arrow in there. Give that a little click. You can download it to your computer, and it will use the name of the project that you did at the start because you were good like me and you did it properly. And then you're going to go share, and then you can do a view only link, or if you're fancy and you're in Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, that kind of thing, you can do those. You can even invite people to collaborate on it with you, those kind of things. But yeah, click the view only link and you can create a link. There we go. Or teachers create assignment links. There's all sorts of things coming new. Right. Are you ready to move on, Mr. Jones?
Yes, I am.
Right. Okay. Now.
Oh, hang on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, before we move on, it's the halfway point. So just a reminder, teachers, if you're posting anything online about taking part in this session today, then tag us in there. We'd love to see all of your New Year's resolutions. So tag Adobe for Edu, @DomTrainer, @MarindaJ, or @MarindaJones as well. Okay, get us tagged in there. And just in case we don't remember to say, then we do have next week ACE training. That's training for teachers. So teachers, if you'd like to come along, do some professional development with us, that's 4 till 5:30 virtual training. That's ACE level 1 on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday and Thursday next week, you can take your pick, one of those 2 sessions. We have got a special energy saving week lesson because next week is energy saving week. If you'd like to come along to any of those, register to the live lessons by going to bit.ly/Adobe Leaders, as you did today. And if you'd like to come to the ACE training, it's bit.ly/ACE. Interested? Okay. Back to Dom's screen.
Okie dokie. Right. So what we're going to do now is going to go to the second challenge. We've done challenge 1, resolution poster. We've made sure it was readable. We've chosen a good background, etc., etc. But now we go to challenge 2, which is the resolution video. In this challenge, you'll learn how to use the video timeline in Adobe Express to share your resolutions for 2025. So what kind of things are we going to be doing here? We're going to start with our challenge 1 graphic, the thing that you've got on your screens now. We're going to look at putting text animation in there, maybe an animated character with your own voiceover. You can just do voiceover as well as some background music. Yes. So let's go back here and let's see how we're going to do this. Now, can you see up here, just underneath the share button? Oh, just underneath the share button, just there. You can see that it's got this little box with 1 in it. View all pages. Well, let's do that. Let me just zoom out and then go to view all pages. Looking very lonely here. Looking very lonely. Now, what are we going to do here? Now, we could press the plus, but we don't want to do that. The same plus is up there. We want this one. Duplicate page. Ding. Now you've got 2 of exactly the same thing. Why would you even want that? Honestly, Dom. Why do I come to these sessions? We're just doing the same thing over and over again. Well, hold your horses. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn this into a video. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make some space because I'm going to put a little presenter probably down the bottom here. So remember that trick I did? Click and drag. Meditate daily. You've got to move over. The stage is not yours. There we go. And then here, listen to music and keep that edit on time. Although they are extremely important, they could probably be a bit smaller as well. Maybe I'll move a little bit this way, a little bit that way. There we go. Now, look at this. We have a huge blank space here that we can start to play with.
Wonderful.
What are we going to do? Well, we're going to go over to media on the left-hand side. We're going to go to video, and we're going to go to animate characters. So let's give it a click. Nice. And what are we going to do here? Well, first of all, we need to select our character. Mine's been quite slow today. Is there any sort of glitching on my video or anything?
No, you seem to be coming over all right.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, okay. That seemed a little bit slower than normal. But, you can select any of these people here. Professional people. Do we want to do... Is Bill professional? Bill's not professional. It's not changing anything now.
Where's Bill?
Well, that's not good, is it? Well, Bill was there, but Bill's gone. Oh, maybe I need to just reload this. I think it was glitching a little bit. I'm just going to reload my page. Ah, that's taken a long time as well.
Oh.
Maybe there's a little express bug
Well,
crawling
do you want
around
me
somewhere.
to? I need to duplicate my project, so maybe we could do that on the iPad.
Yeah, do that. Do that while we're waiting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So on the iPad, we need to duplicate this page. We want to keep this one as it is, okay, and we want to make a copy of it so that we can mess things around a bit. So Dom showed you right up at the top of your screen, next door there, you can see it says 15%. That's my zoom level. Next door to that, you can see a little number 1 in a box. Okay, so if we tap on that little number 1 in a box, here's all the pages in my document. At the moment, it's just 1. If I just tap on that plus, it gives me an empty page. I don't want an empty page. Let's 3 dots, delete that. What I want to do is duplicate this page, okay? So you can use the duplicate icon on up at the top. There's the third one along, or you can 3 dots this one and duplicate it. Okay. So here's my duplicate. We got 1, we got 2. So I want to keep 1 as it is. So on 2, I'm going to just tap it twice, double tap, tappy tappy. And now I just want to shift stuff around a bit so that we've got room for our animated character. So as Dom said, now on the browser, you'd be able to kind of drag over these and move them. On the iPad, you could do select multiple like we looked at earlier, but to be honest with you, it's probably less of a faff to just grab them one by one and shimmy stuff around like this. Okay,
Right.
so I would say on the iPad. I don't know, maybe Dom, you don't agree, I'm not sure.
No, I think you're right about that.
Yeah, I think, it's not a load of stuff. So there we go. And now I've got this space down here on the right-hand corner for my character. All right. How are you looking, Dom?
Yeah, I think I'm back in business now.
Okay, we're back on you then.
Let's give it a whirl. Right. Okay. So I've got animate characters. I'm going to give it a click. It's going to come up here, and I've got Calvin, and he's looking very relaxed, Calvin, and he's in this kind of new age tech bro little squat here, which is good. So maybe I'll just use Calvin just rather than, because I think mine's being really slow at the moment. So I'm going to press enhance speech. And what I need to do here is I'm going to need to come up with, I'm going to need to voice over the different resolutions that I've got. Now, if you're like, oh, I can't remember all my resolutions, well, you can just say, hey, these are my new resolutions for 2025. And you could just leave it there if you like. But I'm actually going to go through all of mine. Okay, so it's going to be quite lengthy. So let's go for record. Hey, and welcome to Dom Trainer's New Year resolutions. Number 1, keep Meredith on time. Number 2, cook something new. Number 3, listen to new music. Number 4, ring mommy and daddy more. And then number 5 is meditate daily. There we go. Now you can see it's just going to be processing there. I mean, what I actually did, and this can be a little trick that you can do on the browser, is that you can go to the top of your page. You can't actually see, but at the top of my page, there's the address bar. If you copy that address bar, put it into a new tab, you'll actually be able to read one of them while you're recording on this one, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, and I'm not sure. Did you mention record? Did you mention if you're on the iPad, guys, like me, we don't have that button under media, but exactly. We can do this. Okay, so if you're on an iPad and you're like, hang on, I don't have that animate characters button under videos in the media. Hang on, I'll be showing you how we can do it on the iPad. It's a little bit different on the iPad, but we can 100% do the exact same skill.
Yeah, well, maybe let's go on there because I think this is going to take a while.
Yeah,
so maybe go over there and just show people how to do it.
Okay, so Dom went to media, okay, and then went up to videos, and there was a button there that said animate characters, and that's just something that's kind of being tried on the browser for now, and hopefully that it's going to come to the iPad as well because they decided that it's a good idea. But if we want to put an animate character in here, we actually have to go back to the Adobe Express homepage. So to do that, tap on the Express icon. That's up there in the top left-hand corner, right up there, the colourful A. Just tap on that. brings us back out to our home page. Okay, so you can see the big blue tile in the middle of my screen that says animate your voice. So I'm just going to tap on that. It's going to open up this window, and this window looks exactly the same as the one that Dom just showed us. Okay, so we've got characters, backgrounds, and size. Now,
yeah, the one thing that I forgot to mention was that background. Yeah, you're going to say on your
Yeah, it's really important the background is transparent, because if you don't do that, then you're not going to see that cool kind of paper background that you chose for your page. You're going to have this random square behind your character, and it's going to look like it's nothing to do with your design. So choose a transparent background. Size doesn't really matter. Okay, it doesn't really matter at all. What is important is that sometimes when you choose a character, they're kind of cropped off a bit, like something like that. Okay, so just make sure that you can see all of your character, and don't have it right at the edge either, because when your character moves, maybe it would kind of move itself and crop off an arm or a leg or something, or top of the head or something like that. So make sure it's got plenty of space in the middle of your canvas there. Right, character. There's 28 new characters been added over the Christmas holidays.
Yes.
There's some
and
really
a Viking.
cool ones. Yeah,
There's a Viking, isn't there?
Yet? I don't think that's arriving, is it?
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe I think that's arriving by the end of this month. I think I'm not sure.
Right.
Anyway, I think Giovanni is outstanding. So I'm gonna go with Giovanni. He looks great. And then, as Dom said, you've got the enhanced speech button down there at the bottom. Okay, so if you're doing this in the classroom, it basically uses AI. It works out what your voice is and gets rid of all the other voices that's going on in the background. It's amazing. It does, however, take a little bit longer to process if that's switched on. So I'm in a quiet room, so I don't need it. So I'll leave it off. Okay, so I'm going to hit record. Now, Dom read out his whole thing. I'm going to do a simpler version. So I'm just going to hit record, and I'm just going to introduce and just call out my one favorite resolution. Here we go. Allow your microphone, maybe. Counts me down. Hi, my name is Meredith Jones, and here are my resolutions for 2025. My most important one this year is to play more piano. There we go.
Cool.
And
yeah, that thing on the iPad is it doesn't actually show you recording, but I think people will understand when they press.
Yeah, it's kind of after the countdown, it kind of freezes until I'm done. It's strange.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's what it's doing a few things. The first thing it would do now, if you've ticked enhance audio, it'll be sorting out what to keep and what to get rid of in terms of the sound. Then once it's done that, it's going to lip sync your voice to your character's mouth, which is kind of the magic of this. Then the last thing it does is that it analyzes kind of the tone of your voice, the inflection of your voice, and it'll then decide how to actually animate the character. So if you sound happy, your character will sound happy. If you sound angry, your character will look angry. That kind of. Okay, now then, on the browser, it would now be just putting your animated character straight into your project. Is that what's happened with you, Dom? Yeah.
Yeah. It's there.
But we need to get it over there. Okay, so this is what's a bit of an extra step on the iPad. Okay, so at this point on the iPad, we need to tap Open in Editor. You see that button in the middle at the top of my page there. So I'm going to tap that, Open in Editor. Right, so it's opening it in its own project in Express. Now, obviously, we want to get this over to our resolutions project.
Yes.
So I'm sure you've used copy and paste in a load of different apps before today. Okay, so we're going to copy it from this project. We're going to go back to our resolutions project and paste it in. So I can just tap on my dude here. I can play it back if I want. Hi, my name's Meredith Jones, and here are my resolutions. That's all fine.
Yeah, class.
So I tap on it, and now we're going to go to the three dots again. You see the little pop-up menu that's at the bottom there? Three dots, and we want to copy. Okay, three dots, copy. Great, so that's copied. So what we need to do is go back to the home page. So tap on the Express icon again, top left. And we want to go back to our resolutions project. So that actually, if you look right at the bottom of my screen, you've got recent. So the most recent, obviously, is just that animated character. But next door to it, one over to the right-hand side, it's my resolutions project. And usually, it'll open it up on the page you were last on as well. Yeah, there we go. It's opened it up on page 2, where I've moved those things out of the way. So what I want to do now is paste Giovanni onto my canvas. So to do that, hold your finger down anywhere on the grey outside of your page. So off the side, off the edge of your paper, off the edge of your canvas, hold your finger down, long press, and it'll bring up this pop-up menu. And now we're just going to choose paste. And it's bringing Giovanni in.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah,
Mine took a while.
Whilst
before
it's
it
taking
popped
a
in.
while, I can still move the box around and kind of decide roughly where I'm going to want him to be. Here we go. And sometimes it
There
looks
he
a
goes.
bit funny for a second. So
Yeah,
I'm
there
going to do
he
something
is.
like that. And then, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw him all the way to the back so that I can see the text in front of him. So I'm going to go 3 dots and send him back a little bit smaller, maybe. There we go.
Nice. Yeah,
Like
that's
right,
great.
let's jump back over to Dom's screen because we haven't seen that for a while.
Right. So mine just goes in automatically, which is an absolute blessing, isn't it? Because it just makes so much easier. So here's my tech bro, and I'll bring him right down to the bottom, like he's sitting on the bottom of my paper. And you can see now that in our project, we've got our first one, which was a graphic, yeah, and then we got our second one. I'm using these arrows at the side to get to our second one. And now you can see at the bottom, it's got a play button and a timeline. And actually, so you can play it just by clicking here. Hey, and welcome. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Great. Hey, and welcome to Dom Trainers New Year resolutions. Number 1, keep Meredith on time. Number 2, cook wow, you see that little thing coming out as well? Number 3, listen to new music. Number 4, ring mommy and daddy more. And then number 5 is meditate daily. Right. So now that that's on there, I can edit the timeline. You see this button in the bottom right here, edit timeline. And I've got all sorts of things going on. Right. And the thing that I wanted to do here, I'm just going to check on the time. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. Yep. Is I want to start playing around with things like text animation. So if I go back to the start, so I've got I'm scrubbing here, scrub with my playhead to get it back to the start. And then down here, can you see this little button, show layer timing? That's where I want to be. So I'm going to click that on. Now, why have I done that? It's because when I select something, it will show me how much of the timeline this appears on. So what I want to do is, I think maybe it'd be a good idea to group these now. I think it probably would actually. I'm going to group it. Now you can see that all this group is appearing the whole time on the on the timeline. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag over all my things, group them, because I want them to come in when I actually say the words. So let's meditate daily. Let's group that and listen to new music. What you've got to be careful of, group, is that you don't when you're selecting things, that you don't accidentally select things like your animated character as well. You've got to be very careful of what you select. Okay, so let me play this here. Hey, and welcome to Dom Trainers New Year resolutions. Number 1, keep Meredith on time. Right. So if I select this group here now, maybe I only want this to appear when I say it. That's maybe there. So then keep playing. Keep Meredith on time. Number 2, cook. That's going to be cook something new. So I can select my group and drag. You can just click and drag this all the way to where the playhead is. Play again. Cook something new. Number 3 is going to be listen to new music. So therefore I'm going to click this group, click and drag the edge there all the way to where the playhead is, and it'll snap to it. Listen to new music. Number 4, ring. There we go. Ring mommy and daddy more. So let's go and select that group and then bring it over to the playhead. And you can see those dots there. What are those dots, Mr. Jones?
So they are the keyframes showing us when other things that you've selected are being animated. So it just shows you where your other icons are flying in.
Yeah. So at the moment, I've still got meditate daily because I haven't put that on the timeline. My first one comes in, my second one comes in, my third one comes in, my fourth comes in, and then number 5. Number 5, click, drag, meditate daily. Right. So if I bring this back to the start now. Hey, and welcome to Dom Trainers New Year resolutions. Number 1, keep Meredith on time. Look at that. Nice. Number 2, cook something new.
Number 3, listen to new music. Number 4, ring mommy and daddy more. And then number 5 is meditate daily.
Nice. So that's all animated. Beautiful. I'm going to put things like a soundtrack on it. I might do even a little bit of animation on there. What are you thinking, Mr. Jones? Have you got anything that you want to do on the iPad right now?
Yeah, well, I'm going to maybe just show a simpler version because, I think that's great, and actually changing the length of clips and going into that kind of detailed layer timing is brilliant. But sometimes that could be tricky, especially on the iPad, because I don't really want to group all these things.
I know that.
So, and I want to show you this thing that we've got, which is a super quick way to animate stuff, okay? Which looks brilliant. So you can literally click on anything on your canvas. So it could be one of the images, one of the text boxes. Let's just randomly choose one of my text boxes. There we go, that one, okay? Now, if I scroll down on the left-hand side, you can see animation at the bottom. So it doesn't matter what you've chosen, if it's an image, a graph, a video, an icon, a text box, doesn't matter. Just scroll down to the bottom on the left-hand side until you see animation. Just tap on that. Right, now then, you can animate all of the things on your page individually, one object at a time, okay? Or, if you're in a bit of a rush, or it's a bit too much of a fiddle for you, up at the top, you can see there's this button that says Animate All. So if I tap on that, I've got these 5 options. And what this does is it kind of sets, they're not all identical. It's not going to put the same animation on everything. Some of them will be kind of fade, some of them will kind of grow, some of them will pop. And there's 5 presets in there, and they all look really good. For example, if I tap on Bloom, have a look what happens. Okay, it's going to apply it, and it's going to...
Yeah, I played with this the other day, actually, and I did think it did a really good job.
There we go. Look at that. It does a really good job. Okay, and then you can just go through them. So this is glide. That works really well. Popping is going to work.
Glide is nice.
Popping is going to work really well with those circles, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
That's a good one.
Now, also, when you use these presets, you're not actually stuck with them. It can just be a starting point. If you then want to go in and tweak layer timings, you can. Okay. So I'm going to go with popping.
Because you could keep. You could pop all your things, but turn it off for your title and your character, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. Yeah. So I'm going to edit timeline there. And then if I just bring my playhead over, and then I can go to 2025 resolutions there. Okay, go down to animation. And there we go. I could choose to not have an in animation. Just have that always there at the beginning. And the same for my animated character. I'll just select him, go down to animation. No animation for you, please. Okay, and now if I play that, and you see all those blue dots, those are all the keyframes that have automatically been added in for me.
Right.
So what Dom did, it's basically done a load of that for me without me actually choosing where it goes. So you don't have as much control over it, but you can always go and tweak it if you like. Right, let's have a look at it now then. Hi, my name's Brendan Jones, and here are my resolutions for 2020. Yeah, so... especially, I didn't read all of mine out, so I wouldn't really be able to do what Dom did there and time each one of my resolutions to when I say it anyway. But using those preset animate all one clickers, it really does kind of next level your animation a little bit, doesn't it? Right.
Yeah, that does work well.
Dom's going to do some music, I think. You?
Yeah, why not? I'll do some music. Do you know what? We can also do a bit of recycling of other things as well. So, this is where, this is where, if you've got a group, I was going to select this green thing, but it's in a group. But if I select the group and then select down again, I can select individual things. So I'm going to duplicate that green circle. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to pop it behind my Tech Pro. Okay. Just to kind of, make it a little bit more uniform and also give them a little stage. Yeah. So I'll pop that down there, but I probably want to change the color because, they're all different. So he should be different as well. I've done blue. I've done purple. What kind of thing have I not done so far? Well, actually, I've done a kind of coral pink. So I'm going to do a purple, maybe not so bright. That's better. I mean, it doesn't have to be a circle, though, does it? You could flip it and do something different, I suppose. But there you go. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. And then what else am I going to do? So let me just check this by playing.
Hey, and welcome to
Now this is interesting because I put my circle in there, it's actually animating with something else. I don't know what it's animating with right now. So I'm going to go to this page. Ooh, on group. It's somehow got into a group here.
Oh, yeah. I think when you duplicate something that's in a
Yeah.
group, it keeps the copy inside the same group.
Yes, I think you're correct. So maybe I need to go down here and turn this off. So, animation none. Great. So in terms of, I don't know, it's doing all sorts of mad stuff now. That's fine. Let's go over to media. I'm already in media, but if you need to get to it, you go to the left-hand side, you go to media. Or you could just go down the bottom and go add audio. You see it's on your timeline already. It's suggesting you epic things to do. Let's go to add audio. Now, what kind of soundtrack do I want? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe lo-fi, something like that.
It's a new year, but
something. Just chill. That is just chill. All right then.
It's a new year, but some things never change, huh?
What kind of thing should I search for? Come on.
Well, if you get rid of your search and then scroll down through the sections, you could browse those. Yes. And there's one called electronic. If you go to electronic.
Oh, hello.
Electronic.
Right.
Now then, there's a song here, Still Dancing Loop, that I think you remember. It's a good one.
Yeah, good memories. Maybe not right for this one. I don't know.
Oh, I like that.
That's good, isn't it? I like it. I'm gonna stick it in there. Now,
that's my jam.
That is my jam. What kind of thing am I gonna have to think about? I've put it in there, but what kind of thing am I gonna have to think about here?
Well, it's dropped it in and it's cut it to the correct length, which is really handy. But when it does drop it in, it drops it in as 100%, which is a bit like
100%.
I know
it is a bit extreme, isn't it?
Can you imagine if your telly every time you turned it on, it was at full volume?
Oh, your mummy or daddy would go mad. Let's check it out.
Hey, and welcome to.
And you can't even hear my voiceover of my Tech Pro, so that's not working. So I think I'm going to bring it down to like 15%.
Yeah.
You could also choose to fade it in and out as well.
Yeah, because that ending is going to be abrupt, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think I will fade it out. 2 seconds. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe 2.7 would be better. Yeah. So let me try it.
Hey, and welcome to Dom Trainers New Year resolution. Number 1. Keep Meredith on time.
I feel like I'm in an overpriced clothes shop.
Number 3, listen to new music. Number 4, ring mummy and daddy more. And then number 5 is meditate daily.
That's cool, man.
Nice. That's good. I suppose the only thing that is kind of getting my goat a little is the fact that this is the problem I've got going on here. Is that for some reason so if I just click it, if I just click my purple circle and then I could just drag it back to the start.
Yeah.
Hey,
he's always there.
Welcome to Dom Trainers.
Yeah, so there you go. That's how you do it. And you can do little things like, when do you want Dom Trainers to, you could do like a little pop of these things at the start maybe. What I've done here is I click one, press shift on my keyboard, press the other one, and then I could go down to animation, animate them at the same time. What should I do here? A little flicker? It's a bit much that. Typewriter? Nah, I'm not sure about that. Bungee and drop are pretty similar, aren't they?
Pop's a good one. Go down.
Pop, yeah. Oh, pop. Yeah, that's nice. I'll do that. And then you can click it again because you can see it's got 2 sliders on there now. You see that? 2 sliders. That means go into the settings and see what you can change. Duration, I think I'll bring it up. Do we want it to have a strong personality?
I think so.
Or would you like to have a loud personality? I mean, soft. I think soft is good. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. But there you go. That's how you do it. A little bit of animation at the start.
And welcome to Dom Trainers.
Again, no? It's all going off today.
Is it really? They're back. Oh dear, what on earth is going on? So that's how you do it. And then once you're all done and you're happy with your video and you've gone through with your playhead and scrubbed through and checked the balance of your voiceover over the soundtrack, then it's time to go. Like, it's time to download. So download button is up here, similar on the iPad. You can click it there. Now, does your school want you to download videos? Quite frankly, they do not. Because they take up so much space. But if you do need to do it, 720 is plenty. We always say it. And click your download button there. He's back. And then if you want to share, look at this. You can share. And then if you go to your view only link, you can now share two things at the same time. You've got a graphic and a video, which you can share with other people, like your teacher, to make sure that they know that you've been doing your work for a change. Because you always do your express work because it's the best. There you go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right, Jonesy, do you want to show a quick how to share on the iPad?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So as Dom said, if you wanted to, you could download these. So you got the download icon there. You can do all pages if you want, and that'll download your poster as a PNG and your video as an MP4. Okay. So that's that option. But as Dom said, really the best option is to just keep this digital unless you really want it. You know, there's no reason to have that video file on your devices, really. So, you know, go ahead and download the poster if you want to print it out. But the video file, you're better off doing a view-only link, creating the link, and then anybody who clicks on that is published on the internet exactly in the same way that a YouTube video is published. Anybody who clicks on it is taken to your published video on the internet. It's really cool.
Yeah, but it's not searchable on Google. Important to say that.
No,
it is not indexed on search engines.
Yeah, people have to have the link in order to be able to see it. Yeah.
Cracking stuff. Right, what have we got coming up in days yonder?
Well, let's get that up. So, as we said, next Tuesday, ACE Level 1. So, teachers, if you want to do something for your professional development, maybe you've got your line managers nagging you to get something in a file somewhere, then get it done. It's an hour and a half, and you'll get your Level 1 certificate and digital badge to put in your email signature to get signed up for that. But for you students, for you children in class, next week is all about Energy Saving Week, and we've got two sessions, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, both of them at 1:30 in the afternoon. So get registered for those by going to bit.ly/Adobe Leaders. Also, please do remember about our Film Fest. Oh, excellent.
Sorry, Mr. Alcorn stayed live for the first time ever today. That is an achievement. That is brilliant. Well done. You see, that was a class session. Whoever designed that session should really pat themselves on the back.
Well done, John. It was a lovely lesson. lovely start back. I enjoyed it. Yeah, remember about Film Fest if you want to take part in that. There's no commitment. Go along to bit.ly/filmfest25 teachers, and then you can just learn about how it works, what we've got in place to help you out, and some ideas for you. And it's, there's different versions there. There's a spoken word kind of pathway, which is definitely going to take less time. There's an animation pathway, which is kind of very creative and an opportunity for you maybe to incorporate some art skills in there as well. And then there's kind of a traditional video, presented video
like
kind
two
of
camera.
Yeah, exactly. So take yourself along there and have a look and see if you fancy it.
Good job, everyone. We'll see you on the next session. See you next week for Energy Saving Week. And miss out. Take it easy.